Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GrayWay, episode 15, with me, Grandpa Gray, playing Minecraft my way, modded. You play Minecraft however you want. I'm having a lot of fun in this world, building on this vault. And let me show you a few things that I've been getting up to. By the way, this thing is fabulous. And now I'm saving up some terracotta. I did use some polished diorite, and we used some deep slate cobble. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm actually working on a couple of things, and what I like about playing is that there's so much to do and so little time to do it that it's actually kind of fun, because I'm trying to do so much that I can move around. When I get tired of digging deep slate, I can go get the copper from the chamber, or I can remove snow, or I can place blocks, and that's what we've been doing. Basically, and what I'm trying to show you here as I'm removing the snow is that what we're going to do is we're going to keep this, some of it is underground or under it, but this right here is what I'm calling the village level, and then below this will be the first floor once we get it done. Let me bring it up here and show you guys where I'm at. Like I said, I'm still doing snow removal. And I thought about it. In other words, this farm is going to be underground. But over here, we're going to keep it the same, on the same level. And so some of these are going to be higher up, some of them are going to be lower down, whatever. And I wish I had thought this through, because if I had come up with the idea that I'm now using, I would have left this village, I would have left that building alone, and I would have brought that pillar down to the level below this, and that house could stay. But I think, I don't know if I can rebuild this house. So what I think I'll do is I'll probably tear it down and make that area around the central pillar, I'll make that into Pillar Park. If that makes any sense. So what I'm talking about is this is the level that we want to be on, and anything below this, and we'll bring this down to match this somehow. I don't know what we'll do. Make some changes there, but we'll make it work. But again, the point being, this is the village level, and I'm using terracotta to level this all off. And then over here, I had to dig out underneath this. What I was talking about is underneath this. So then this is going to be like this, if that makes any sense. In other words, we'll leave the snow on the outside, and we'll clear the snow and stuff. We might replace a lot of this with grass and stuff, and do that. And then let me take you up. One of these corners has some stuff on it. I did put the copper ring around. Let me go to my waypoints here, and let's see. Tower roof, that's where we want to go. Okay. So up here, we did put down the copper. I was going to do the whole top with copper, and I realized how much copper that really is. It's crazy sauce. So, and then I started putting the deep slate on here, and I made these corners up here like this. But now I'm thinking I want to do the corners just like this, except I want to do them out of copper, and then the rest of it out of deep slate. And then down here I added these stones to make like a tower, and then you follow this same pattern but reverse it going down the corners, so that basically when it's all said and done, it's going to look like a foot locker or a chest like that. And really what it is I'm looking for an excuse to make a big square box. You know, in Minecraft, you know what I mean. But like I said, we got all of this up here, and I've got more at the base. Put in more chest at the base. All right, let's go to our waypoints again, and I'm just giving you guys a recap. We're going to go down to the deep mine level, and here we are mining this all out for the as you can see, I'm 6 rows in, so I've gone around, almost fully around twice, and I got some some dripstone. And I mentioned this in the other episode that we definitely want the dripstone, and we definitely want the dripstone spire things, because we want to make a lava farm. Let me get this iron right there. I didn't hit that with a vein miner, did I? No, I did not. Or if I did, it didn't matter because it's a different block anyway. That's what I'm thinking. But let's go down. Can we go down without dying? Maybe. In other words, I want some of this pointed dripstone. Let me clear that out, and definitely take the pointed dripstone. And like I said, we're going to make a lava farm as one of our farms going forward, and get some more drippy stone. There's the lapis. We'll take that as well. And now I need to get myself out of here. I'm out of here. What do I got? We got 5 dripstone, and we got a full stack of dripstone block. So I think I'll use these, this extra, to pillar up and get back up to the level where I think I was. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll play smarter, not harder. And I saw that there was more dripstone thingy-me-jiggies. Let's go back to our waypoint. So anyway, that's where I'm getting the deep slate from. And then we also have our that's our base camp back at the house where the tower is. Where the pillar is. I'm looking for the chamber. We did chamber 1. Now we'll go to chamber 2. And I'll show you. We pretty much have cleared this out. At least this square. And by square I mean this right here. Because there's more to it. And it looks like there's a mining shaft over here. There's some lava down there. So, yeah. But we got to get a lot more. But I've got to get this cleared out of my inventory back at the base. So let's head back to the base and go from there. So base level, tower base level. Well, no, that's tower roof. Where am I? There it is, base. And over here, like I said, we've added some more chests, and this is the copper that we've collected. And then I've got a bunch of the tough bricks. And then over here, we've got a bunch of the deep slate. And I can take the deep slate out of our chest here. And I'm probably going to have to find a storage area. Oh, I've started a second because this one's full of the tough blocks. And then we started another one here. And then there's some miscellaneous blocks up here. Oh, I can take these out as well. In other words, keeping the deep slate all together. Now I could make more of these chests, here, and link them just to the, deep slate, what have you. But we're going to fill this up. We're going to make this into Pillar Park because the center pillar is coming down through here. So that's okay. But I broke the wall, and because I know that I'm going to end up taking this down. But we're hurting for wood, so to speak. But are we really? When you can do this, there you go. We just removed all the trim, if you will, and that'll allow me to have more wood. Let's make some more chests, shall we? We shall. Bam, all over it. Okay. And while we're here, we might as well throw the iron on the Barbie. And I'm going to drop off. Sleeping weird in my bed there, buddy, but okay. Let's see, the lapis. And do I want to put the dripstone blocks and dripstone in here for now? Yes. And I think what I want to do is I want to go to the end. And the reason I want to go to the end is because I want to get some obsidian. And I want to get a lot of obsidian. And I know it's weird to have your anvil right at the edge of your bed, so when you get up in the morning you stub your toes. But yeah, so I don't have the ender pearls. Oh, I may put this chest in barrel in for the ores as well. So what is this? Is this tough? No, that's regular. Okay. But what I'm getting at is I don't have any ender pearls. So I'm thinking, I'm playing it my way. I'm thinking just like we did for these chests, I'm going to summon in 32. I'm going to go into creative mode. Summon in 32 ender eye. So hopefully that will direct me to where the end is, where the end portal is, and it will also I'll hopefully have enough to finish the ring to open up the portal. Does that make sense? But I'm not going to do that today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to work my way back up, but I want to get those copper blocks out that we're talking about here. And I've got some that are already waxed and oxidized, and I've got regular, or they're all waxed. I might have to unwax them because I want it to oxidize naturally, if that makes sense. But I'm going to go work on the roof. The ceiling, I got a bad feeling we need to fix that ceiling. So I got those with me, and I need to get some more deep slate to take with me. Let's do that as well. Loading up. And by the way, we're already on day 31. I think I was on day 14 in the last episode. So yeah, we're working it, our little booties off. But that's what it looks like now. Starting, like I said, I still have to do edges where I don't want to break out a bunch of snow outside of the box, the vault. And then we want to clear all the snow out of the center. But that's one of those things where you can go either way with it. I mean, what I mean is I can, like I said, the thing I like about this is I can switch it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here and break this block. All right, and break this block. Okay, that way I separate this corner, and now I'm going to use my vein miner to get those back. It looked like they fell, but they didn't. And these are my blocks of copper, so I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to here. Working on this corner layout that I'm talking about. And like I said, this is weathered now because it's already oxidized, and this is regular copper. So that's what we're looking for. And I just wanted to make these corners look like a more reinforced corner, like a Foot Locker has. Maybe a more old-fashioned Foot Locker, if you guys follow my drift. And then I'm going to do the same thing going down the corner here. Wait a minute, how do I do this? Oh no! Ouch. Note to self. Don't do that. You died, Gray. Yes, I did. Let me teleport myself to my find spot and let me collect my goods. There you are, Gray. Looking like a ding-ding. Alright, get your head. Stay ahead of the game. Note to self, you might want to put some armor on. Just saying, man. Hello? Let's get rid of the dirt. There. Now we can put our boots back on, so we can play in the snow. And I want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Tower. Yeah, that's it. I want to tower my way up. You know what, I'm going to use a different material so that we can vein mine it back down. Right? Let's do it. I'm overthinking myself, folks. How do I want to do this differently? Actually, I want to do it the same, I guess. Meaning, I want to go out to 7 here. Well, it's the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, counting with Grandpa Gray. And then that's 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. And then we come in or up by 1 every time. You're going to fall off of here again and break your coconut. But believe it or not, we are already out of time yet again. So let me get the rest of the way up on the top, and then like I said, we'll vein mine the spruce planks. Yeah, I'll have to get some dirt, old man scaffolding or old-fashioned scaffolding, and do that. But before I let you go, let me finish my strategy here. And instead of doing 3 levels, I think I'm going to do 2 for a number of reasons. Remember, we're up against a timer for Christmas, and that. So, and I don't really have to stagger these, if that makes any sense. Again, I guess the top is still going to be 3 levels, but I'm rethinking the sides and stuff. Instead of doing 3 walls, 3 thick walls, I'm going to do 2 thick walls. And then on the bottom, under the layers, I'm going to do 7 layers between floors and 2 layers under that, so that if I put water in a farm or something, it'll be 2 big, wow, words. It'll be 2 blocks thick, so hopefully no water will be dripping. That's what I'm going for. But there we are, and I just gave you an update, and I'm going to do some more work off screen, obviously, but when I bring you back in for our next episode, I'm going to actually bring you back in, and we're going to do some of the building on camera. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking me out. I do appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. And put a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Tell your family and friends about the Gray Gamer. Did I say Gray Gamer? Formerly known as the Gray Gamer, Grandpa Gray, playing Minecraft my way. And you guys take care, and we will see you again next time. And by next time, I'm hoping to do a video a day now, because we got the timer for Christmas Christmas counting down on us. So there you go. I'm not going to say I'll be able to stick to it all the way through, but I hope we can get through it. But we'll see you. Take care.